School rules. No splashing. This is the most depressing thing I have ever seen. It is literally stressing me out. Let her splash. Just a simple PSA. Canon equals thing that goes boom. Canon equals an event that occurs within a published story. They both destroy ships though. Did you just? Yellowstone. The mist surrounding the bison was because they had just crossed a river. Their body heat in the cold air caused the water to turn to vapor. Ghost bison. There's really a very simple scientific explanation. Ghost bison. I got this photo with Gus from Breaking Bad, and the conversation went like this. Me. Hey, can you pretend this banana I found outside is a gun? Him. It is a gun. Me. Shh, you're a good actor. TV show idea. Baby boomers have to switch life situations with a millennial for a year. The millennial gets to live in their house, which they paid off like 30 or 40 years ago, and work at their job that provides a good salary and benefits. The baby boomer has to live in the millennial's shitty overpriced apartment and struggle to pay rent and work a minimum wage part-time job as well as an unpaid internship in the baby boomers field. The show can be called Switching Cribs, and every time the baby boomer throws a tantrum, a little cartoon of a baby crying appears in the corner of the screen. Fund it. With what money? I'm a millennial. Daniel Radcliffe's delicious whole Cards Against Humanity. After I saw him in The Cripple of Inishman, I anxiously waited to meet Daniel Radcliffe at the stage door so I could get this card signed. Because I was toward the back of the crowd, I didn't think Daniel would even notice the card, but I was very wrong. As soon as he caught sight of the card, Daniel started laughing. He then took the card and explained how he had wanted to sign one of the cards ever since he had found out about it and signed it with my Sharpie. Then he thanked me for bringing it and took my phone and took a selfie with me. Needless to say, I was very happy. Daniel Radcliffe is a gift to humankind. Me. I don't know if I ever want to be pregnant. I'd rather adopt a kid or two that are a bit older. Someone. Are you sure? Older adoptees present unique challenges. Me. We are discussing human beings, not digital pets. Literally every child every born and or parented presents unique challenges. It's like people are unique individuals, or something. An amazing and revolutionary concept. When people ask me, why do you want to adopt teenagers? I always answer, because you asked like that. I'm real over it. If I become a foster mom to a 17-year-old kid, and I get the privilege of the option to adopt them, you better believe I'm legally making that kid mine. They'll be a legal adult in no time. Why spend the money to adopt? They'll be aged out of the system. There's no aging out of family, Marvin. They might be rebellious, or smoke, or do drugs, or steal things. What if they won't listen to you? Then I guess I'll have to step up and do some fucksking parenting. Stanley. You want to adopt problem children then? All children are problem children. If you're not prepared to deal with the fact that at some point, any child ever, whether you birthed them yourself or adopted them at any age, could become a problem, then you are not ready to have children and should really just step off and let the people who actually want to be parents live in peace with their kids. Hey, I'm so glad this post is picking up. Nobody hears a car alarm and thinks, oh, that car is being stolen. It's just an annoying sound that we want to stop. We want the car to be stolen faster. Yes. What emotion is this supposed to convey? Can we all take a moment for Molly Weasley, who knew her family so f***ing well? She had prison as one of the options on her clock that told her where everyone was. Well, to be fair to Molly, Arthur regularly tinkered with enchanting muggle things against the law. Bill, Cursebreaker and Tomb Raider 4 Private, Goblin Run, Corporation, almost certainly has raided tombs that the Egyptian MOM and Muggle government weren't happy about. Charlie, illegal dragon smuggler with buddies on the weekends, apparently. Fred and George. Enough said. Ron is best friends with Harry Potter. Harry is always on some bullsh. Ginny idolized the twins growing up. Literally the only person who she doesn't have to worry about getting arrested on a daily basis, is Percy, who commits treason in the 7th book. The hypothalamus plays a major role in the regulation of basic biological drives related to survival, including the so-called 4Fs: fighting, fleeing, feeding, and mating. This line in my textbook makes it almost worth the $160 I spent on it. Human. It must be a dreary existence, unable to love, to eat, to sleep, to laugh. I feel sorry for you. Robot. I can laugh. I have a sense of humor, you know. Human. Really? I've never heard you laugh before. Robot. I've never heard you say anything funny. Hello 911. I'd like to report a violation of the first law of robotics. This robot just straight up murdered a human. If you don't teach your child to obey Jesus, the devil will teach them evolution, sexuality, psychology, witchcraft. Wow. I had no idea Satan was so knowledgeable and generous with his time. Team Satan. Can Satan come teach a class at my school? Do you read as an open-mouthed smile or a smile with teeth? Millennial dads are spending 3 times as much time with their kids than their fathers spent with them. Back in 1982, 43% of fathers admitted they'd never changed a diaper. Today, that number is down to about 3%. Millennials killing the deadbeat distant dad industry. We were following a lioness carrying her cub, and she was getting really tired. An elephant showed up wanting to help the lioness. The elephant put its trunk down, the cub jumped up, and the elephant carried the lion cub. S28, 3 kilometers from S entrance tinged by slow flurper. I'm telling you, elephants are chill motherfuckers. They fking love being helpful. They once defended a man with heat stroke from a truck that came to rescue him. They knew he was sick, laying against a tree for shade. They were watching over him and petting him, and they threatened to charge the vehicle for coming towards him. Another person passed out, and elephants cried over her and buried her body in a traditional elephant funeral, piling branches on her, and were quite spooked when she got up later. And an elephant was helping workers to put logs in holes for a wall. On one hole, the elephant absolutely refused to set the log in, despite being punished and goaded. Turns out, there was a sleeping dog in the hole. There are so many good elephant stories. They will even help zookeepers wash other elephants. Literally, a zookeeper can be like, name 1, please wash name 2, and he will go wash that elephant correctly. Listen guys, not only are elephants people, but they are largely better people than us. I'm 10,000% serious. When humans go extinct, I'm pretty sure elephants will be able to restore our planet's reputation. Please read. I just had a spiritual experience. So I just got an MRI for the first time, and they asked if I wanted music to play in the headphones they gave me, and if so, what artist. I said Lemon Demon, not thinking anything of it. They slide me into the MRI, and I'm expecting Spirit Phone or something like that. First thing I hear, 2 trucks having sex. 2 trucks having sex. And I just about lost it. I was straining so hard. It felt like a fever dream. I had to lay there in the loud magnet pod completely still while listening to 2 trucks. They did that to Jesus to torture him. So you could say that the 2 truck having sex made your muscles involuntarily flex. Me. Current browsers visitors are using 31 Chrome, 12 Safari, 5 Firefox, 2 Internet Explorer, 1 Wi. Someone is on my blog on their Wi. That is dedication right there. 2013 was a simpler time. This post gets funnier by the day. Every time I jump, my PP hits me in the face, and I die. And every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. I tried to convince my mom that I hadn't stayed up all night, but then she told me that she heard me clapping along to the Friends theme song every 20 minutes. Me as hell. Why don't people in zombie apocalypse stories ever just wear suits of armor? You think any zombie is gonna get their shitty rotting jaws through this? I'm gonna rip and tear my way through the zombie apocalypse completely unharmed, because none of the undead hordes will be able to get through my plate mail. Everyone else is like, oh, we gotta stay inside the most secure places possible and never leave, and I'll be storming through the wastelands in my bloodstained suit of armor, blasting the V216 host and plowing my way through waves of the undead. One of them tries to bite me, but his shitty rotting teeth don't even leave a dent in my armor. Before I turn his head into paste, I'll be unstoppable until I die of dehydration or something, like an idiot. This goes along with my other pet peeve about zombie apocalypse stories, namely, why does no one ever think to ride a bike? Bikes are quiet. If the zombies react to loud noises, they won't hear you on a bike the way they might hear you in a car. Bikes don't need gas, meaning you won't be stranded if you run out. Bikes are much easier to maintain than a car. There's no computer that can short out, no fiddly engine bits that could kill you if you mess with them wrong. You can learn how to maintain a bike with a couple weeks worth of classes. Almost every adult knows how to ride a bike, and without cars on the road, it'd be much safer to do. What I'm saying is, very fast night biking at incredible high speeds. How the F did the Fire Nation beat fking anyone? Their element can't douche to any of the others. Shoot fire at an airbender? They blow fire back in your face. Now you got burn face. A waterbender sends a wave at you, and you defend with fire? Congrats dipsh, now you've turned that attack into steam in your eyes at best, or boiling water on your skin at worst. You throw fire, they throw rock, you get hit with hot rock. War over. Literally the only way the Fire Nation fought enemies was with slow technological V-chiles, drills, and airboats, and fking ambushing people. And it was mainly ambushing civilians against the Geneva Convention. The Fire Nation's army is full of war criminals. You think they have the Geneva Convention in Adler? They don't even have Geneva. They don't even have Geneva. I have decided to end all my professional MLs with an excuse for why I can't keep writing. Like, I hear the postman's knock, or but my eggs in the pot have been boiling too long. Archaeologists have discovered an ancient mosaic skeleton that says enjoy your life. Ancient Greek too, be cheerful, enjoy your life. Described as a reckless skeleton for his YOLO inciting philosophies, the you only live once. I love that human humor has basically never changed. Thousands of years ago we were still posters. When the Allegra kicks in. Hi, please follow and direct message us so we can learn more. Thanks. The corporate version of Hey OP. What the F does this mean? There's an entire act in Hamlet that's just Horatio receiving a letter and being like, I don't know who else would write to me except Hamlet. And Hamlet signing it off by basically saying, you already know who it is, and I think that's hilarious. The farewell. He that thou now est thine, Hamlet. Other people signing off letters. Yours, name. Hamlet, resident dramatic gay B, signing off his letter to Horatio. You already know who it is, your man, Hamlet. Hamlet. Hey there, Horatio. It's me, yeah boy.